Hello, and welcome to another Sutter instrument video tutorial. This video will cover the right angle adapter installation on the MP-225 micromanipulator. The right angle adapter is an affordable manipulator accessory that helps you overcome space constraints in your experimental setup. You'll need a Phillips head screwdriver, an M1.5 Allen wrench, and an M2.5 Allen wrench. Shown here is a typical Olympus BX51 microscope setup. The microscope is sitting on an XY translation stage with the manipulator mounted on our MT75 series gantry tower. In the following example, we will be using the head stage from our IPA integrated patch amplifier. To begin, position your manipulator in the center of travel on all three axes. On the MP-225, this can be done by pressing the Set and Center buttons on the ROE box simultaneously. It is generally a good practice to make your work position at or near the center of travel for X, Y, and Z to get maximum travel in all directions under the objective. Next, clamp your head stage in the middle of the dovetail. This is the ideal position for the head stage on the manipulator as it creates the least amount of flex in the system and will be the most stable. As you can see, the manipulator is now short of reaching the objective. With the Sutter MT75 tower, you can simply slide the gantry toward the objective to set the correct working distance. A second option would be to clamp the head stage further down on its dovetail. While this will give you better reach, it is less desirable and will cause more instability in your setup. In our example, you can see that when moving the manipulator in the x-axis, its path is obstructed by the wings of the microscope. In this case, the solution to this issue is to use our right angle adapter. First, remove the swing gate from the front of the manipulator by removing the 4 Phillips screws that attach the swing gate to the manipulator. Use a M2.5 Allen wrench to attach the right angle adapter to the manipulator in the same place as a swing gate with the provided M3x10 socket cap screws. Note that if you need a steeper or shallower angle, the adapter can be mounted lower or higher on the Z-axis slide. Now, rotate the manipulator 90 degrees clockwise. The swing gate then attaches to the right angle adapter using the Phillips screws. The right angle adapter will give the manipulator an added 1.5 inches or about 40 millimeters of added reach. This allows you to move the manipulator farther away from the microscope and still be under the objective. By turning the manipulator 90 degrees, it is now free to operate without obstructions in its path. By installing the right angle adapter, we have turned the manipulator 90 degrees. The x-axis now behaves like the y-axis, moving forward to back, and the y-axis behaves like the x, moving from side to side. We can correct this by making a simple change to the controller. On the MP-225, turn off the main controller. You can simply reverse the X and Y RJ45 plugs on the cable adapter box between the controller and manipulator. In order for the home position to be correct and the diagonal to work properly, you need to change the handedness of the MP-225 manipulator. First, loosen the set screws in positions 1 and 4 on one side of the y-axis. You only need to loosen the screws a few turns. You do not need to remove them. Then, loosen the screws in positions 1 and 4 on the other side. Pull the Y and Z axes of the manipulator straight up to remove it from the X-axis. Flip the X-axis 180 degrees. Reattach the Y and Z axes to the x-axis. Tighten the screws on one side of the y-axis Now, tighten the remaining screws on the other side of the y-axis. You can easily tell if the manipulator is set up for right-handed or left-handed operation by the location of the x-axis. If the motor is positioned to the right of the y and z axes, then it is configured to be right-handed. If the motor is to the left of the y and z axes, it is left-handed. We hope this video was helpful. If you have any additional questions, feel free to email or call us to speak with the product manager. Additional product information is also available on our website. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.